What's going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back. Apologies. Real life kicked in here. We were at a ball game. We were just getting situated, and of course now we can tackle on this tower here. And I've already seen some posts on it as well. So it looks like the first one is fairly straightforward here. We'll quickly jump into the roster here so you guys can kind of see what I'll use. I'm gonna use a three-piece Cabal with LDS for the speed, and of course as well Omega Red. Because we did have them built up. Actually, we used them in our Blue Marvel run, and on top of that, we actually used them in some of our other Dark Dimensions. All these guys are fairly built up, so of course tier 20s, so apologies there. But my Cabal neglected them a little bit because they kind of fell out of the meta, but they are 100 for all three of them. And you'll see here that they're all T4'd as well. But you can get away here, I think, with the first node because it's kind of a gimme. But if you guys are able to make it to the floor 7, I am going to assume here your teams are already pretty built up. To get through the first 6, you probably already have a pretty built up roster. So anyways, that's just my 2 cents here. You're going to see that it is very straightforward, so we will play through it fairly quick here on the increased speed. I value your guys' time here, and I know that it just takes a bit longer. So yeah, I just sped it up the footage here. But yeah, you guys will see here, fairly straightforward, opening up with the initial attacks. And what's important here is just save Omega Red's alt. It's going to come in handy when the next wave drops for you guys. It's going to make things a hell of a lot easier, and you'll see here that when the next wave drops, we're going to be able to kind of strip everything down because Omega Red's got his alt ready. You can time it so that when the next wave drops, then he's got ready to go here on the turn here. We just kind of got lucky, and it worked out. So he applies the trauma and the negatives. And again, we're able to kind of take care of, try to focus on the left side here because you want to get rid of Bishop so he doesn't do the revive. And again, LDS just coming in large and in charge here with the rewind. And then Iron Patriot as well here, just applying all those negatives. And we should get a second go around here on Namor's, I believe his ult as well here, thanks to the increased energy. But yeah, very straightforward. I don't think people are going to have too many issues with this. Like I said, if you've done the first 6 already, 7 is kind of a gimme, and you can use Brimstone. You could probably use Illuminati as well, depending on what you built up. But yeah, I used 3-piece Cabal here just because we just wanted to switch things up a little bit. Wanted to see if the level 100 guys can get it done here, and of course they did. So that is the first floor. The second one is a little bit more, I would say, fairly straightforward as well, but we'll go through over the roster here. No characters are 110, but of course our Fantastic 3. Of course, I had built these guys up for the arena meta, so I did bring a couple levels up on them way back, and then I kind of just stopped. Level 106. I did bring them for the Blue Marvel run, so of course you'll see that they are blue, purple, ISO 8, so that they were needed for the first section of the Blue Marvel. I think they can do all 5 nodes because they are part of that, the chapter. I think was it what with the Annihilators or something. I forget the name of it. Harbingers or something. I don't know. Whatever the first category was. Quasar, obvious reasons, and just for defense and stuff like that. And we'll go in here as well. Like I said, I've got the increased speed footage on it because it's pretty quick, fairly straightforward, especially with Odin on the team. And honestly, if you don't want to use Fantastic Four and you got Starjammers, throw the Starjammers in there as well. They should make pretty short work of these. They have their own Fantastic Four, but we have our Odin. He pretty much just counteracts it just because of the fact that Odin is Odin. So right here with Quasar, just aim the special in the middle here. Focus on the cluster on the right side. I think that's going to help out here because we just don't want we don't want Invisible Woman doing her thing here, and I think taking care of her is kind of the most important piece here. She probably does the most damage on this team. Correct me if I'm wrong here. And then yeah, once Odin gets his little, his battlefield effect going, it is very straightforward, and I think you guys can kind of see that here. There's not going to be too much curveballs with this one here. Odin kind of just lasers everybody. Honestly, you probably don't even need Fantastic Four, to be honest with you. As long as I think if you have Odin plus Quasar and somebody else, you should be fairly safe. Jumping into the third one, we're going to do our Fantastic 3, or sorry, Phoenix Force 3 plus Xavier. Yeah, he's the only 110 I have right now with regards to this section, so we have him there. I think you guys have already seen some of my roster before. And then the other 3 are tier 20, unfortunately. So that is a bit geared up and tiered. But I will say that you're probably okay. If they're not tier 20, you'll probably be fine. And levels as well, like I said, 105 is going to help you guys out here in terms of getting it through. We don't actually have a fourth member. I'm sorry, we don't have a fifth member here because of the fact that it really doesn't matter which fifth you use. Our team is already really, really overpowered as it is. So again, I'm going to speed the footage up for you guys. So yeah, for the purposes of this one, what I do is I actually throw in my Gambit, just because I figured, you know what, let's give a little respect to Gambit here since he's GOAT, you know, and of course as well, you could probably honestly, you could probably throw anybody in here. With the lineup that I run, it's fine. We're gonna pretty much demolish it. The Phoenix Force 3 will cancel out Mephisto, so that's the reason why we use them here. And of course as well, I guess Xavier also does the same thing here. So you're probably fine. You're probably fine with either or, but as long as you have one of this pair, you're probably okay here. Xavier is kind of a one-man wrecking ball himself. But if you don't have Xavier, it may very well be possible here. I think Rage will most likely come up with some alternative strategies here. He's pretty awesome that way. But yeah, for myself, I don't care enough. I feel like these guys are going to be tough regardless. So why not use Xavier and just kind of make it easy for ourselves? And yeah, like I said, it doesn't really matter who our fifth is because we kind of overpower these guys with the typical. These four characters that are at tier 20. So yeah, very, very high level characters. Apologies there, but I'm sure there's going to be someone smart enough to figure out an alternate strategy without Xavier. Perhaps, like I said, like Rage, and he does have a very crafty mind for this kind of thing here. Although I think he's going to get stuck here on the next node because the next one is going to be accursed. And that's a very, very difficult section here. That's a difficult section for anybody without the accursed team, just because they're up against Starjammers, and damn, the Starjammers just have so many buffs going on for them, right? So we'll see how that looks here when we go into it. But as I said already, getting through the first couple cells here should be fairly straightforward, and it's going to be 10 to 12. I think that's going to be really hard here. We're going to go in here quickly with just my Surfer Breaker and just some randos. I just want to show you guys how bad it is without the accursed team. And again, I tried a few times, and yeah, it's absolutely just bonkers. It's going to be really, really hard, like I said, if you don't have accursed. You just get absolutely demolished. Okay, so for the accursed section, I found it best to use Mephisto. And I don't know if Null's better, but I feel like Accursed is... I feel like Mephisto is kind of the way here. Level 106, pretty much maxed out as far as he can go. The saving grace here is if you guys are planning to use Accursed, we are able to get through it basically with tier 19s. So again, level 105, tier 19, Satana, tier 19, and Azazel as well. No, wait, Azazel's not here, sorry. Because he's not part of the right group. Sorry, Juggernaut, tier 19. And if you were like me and you were stupid and you would have brought up maybe Mordo for your Xavier run, I guess he could probably sub in here instead of one of the other characters as well here. But that's the lineup we use. Okay, so we're back, and yeah, like I said, this win just gets destroyed. Kind of the way it goes. Yeah, we tried it. It did not work. So like I said, you can use a Mordo if you have him brought up instead. But yeah, you need at least 4 to get the actual full effects of the accursed team. We won't run this at full. We won't run this at the increased speed, so you guys can kind of still see it. So in case you guys are looking to maybe use the accursed team, but yeah, you want to open up with that big alt. We're gonna use, or sorry, the basic. Sorry, not the alt. Ugh, can't talk. So open that up, and then what you want to do is you want to just use the basic here. Focus on the Landra, because what's going to happen is she's going to basically summon Gladiator. The faster we get Gladiator on the board, the faster we can just take care of him. With Hood, you can just basic here. That should, I think, do most of the damage there. And then right here is important, Helverine. The main reason why we have this team here is the fact that he can use that massive alt. That's going to just shred everybody up into pieces. Trauma, negatives, you name it. Absolutely bonkers. Also, they cancel out the speed bar as well thanks to Hood's passive. So that's the reason why it is so difficult without having the accursed team here. When we tried the other variation with Null and Surfer Breaker, yeah, there's just nothing canceling out the speed. And if you can't cancel out the speed gain from this team, it's yeah, you can't take any turns, right? So There is Quasar and Blastar and Thunderstrike dropping after, so just be mindful of that. And I would say right now, yeah, just save Satana's ult for that. She's going to be able to take a huge chunk of either... depends on who you want. You can go for Blastar or Quasar. I usually go for I usually go for I can't talk today. I usually go for Quasar because I feel like out of the three, he's the strongest. So that's the reason why I go for him there. And right here, we've got Juggernaut's ult now. So he's lined up pretty much nicely with everybody here. So he can just throw the ult there, and he can just absolutely shred these guys up. Yeah, like I said, oh yes, right. Mephisto, we can use his ult. That's going to blow things up a little bit here as well and help us out. So this is the reason why we like Mephisto. And then, yeah, what we can do here is we can throw the ult here. This should almost take care of Quasar. And even it doesn't matter if he has the immunity. He'll get rid of that. Hood's nice because we also saved his ult. We didn't really use it, so we'll use the ult here. It's going to rechain. It's going to most likely bleed out Quasar. So he should be dead after this. And, okay, I guess not. Okay, either way, he's dead now. I can't say his name. Helverine's gonna do his thing, and then I think you guys get it. So I think I'm gonna speed it up now from this point on, but I hope you guys get it. Just trying to save you guys a couple of minutes here, but yeah, I feel like for the most part, they designed this node specifically for the accursed, and you may be able to do it with a lower level one, maybe less than a level 105, but yeah, tier 9 team seems to be kind of the deal breaker here. Maybe less. I don't know. Someone's gonna have to try it out and see. But yeah, unfortunately, lots of people didn't really build up this team, so that's gonna be very, difficult for people to see. Now, for the last one, we're gonna use our Daring Warriors. Yeah, I don't know if you guys need to take a look at my roster for that one. I think I've done quite a few of the Daring Warrior videos already. So if you guys need to look at the roster, you can have a look there at everybody's. It's pretty boring. Everybody's level 110. Other than JJ, and they're tier 20 other than JJ. So it's kind of the way it goes. We'll have slowdown of the footage for you guys, and we won't go the twice the speed here, so you guys can kind of see how you get through it if you have Daring Warriors. But you want to make sure you can special here with Eclipse. That's very, very important. Eclipse is going to allow us to kind of get that trauma off of us, and then of course as well, Night Thrasher opens up with his massive ult that he does what he always does, which is kind of clearing the board for us. And on top of that as well, this is going to clear off their safeguard, and now Daredevil can do his thing here. We've got him as a striker here, so he can get that double tap, but that's going to apply the slow. It's going to slow the Phoenix Force team down for us, so we can get it done. And of course as well, like I said, you want to take care of the left side here. We want to block Magneto's ultimate, because it's gonna really sting, right? If he uses that ult, or wait, did he use his ult? No, sorry, his special. Whatever the heck he uses to. Yeah. Anyways. So JJ used a special there just to give some energy back to the team. I actually miss using JJ. She's quite good because we missed using her back in the Surfer Breaker event because we switched her over from Storm. But I definitely like the addition of her on this team right now. Throw the special here in the back row. This is going to give us some defense down, and it's also going to give us some buffs back to the team. And the death proof and the deflection is always very nice, especially against a very, very heavy hitting team like the Phoenix Force 3. So again, just get the counterattacks up here. We still have another wave to take care of after this one, so obviously we want to make sure we can get rid of some of these stragglers here before that happens. Take care of Phoenix as well here if you can. The faster she spawns, the faster you can take her out so she can't revive Omega Red, because otherwise, yeah, it just kind of cancels out that special, so you don't have to fight Omega Red again. Yeah, it's just, yeah, the Phoenix Force is very annoying in that way. We're also very lucky that doesn't revive Magneto. If it revives Magneto, that would suck so much. So, anyways, that's kind of what I have right now. And then I think once you guys get the gist of it, we can kind of rebuild our cooldowns a little bit. Take care of Phoenix. Next wave drops. It's not too bad. It's just a little bit of the Tangle Web mixed up with Illuminati. I don't know if... I don't know what their intentions were here, but yeah, obviously... the Daring Warrior can easily take this out, right? Once we throw that massive ult here, this is going to take out a lot of guys. We got the counterattack from Daredevil, so it's just going to crit everywhere, take care of a lot of pieces here. It doesn't even matter that they dropped another wave on us. Throw the stun on the Spider Weaver so that she can't do her, her ultimate. Otherwise, yeah, it's just a pain in the ass to deal with the, the missed attacks and stuff. And then, yeah, Eclipse can kind of do the rest here, I think. I think you guys get it. I think for the most part, I think you guys get it here. I'm going to speed the footage up here. And hopefully this made a little bit of sense here in case you guys are struggling with it. Again, our team is all level 110, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But they are only 4 stars. So That's the I guess that's the caveat. We're still pushing on the Surfer Breaker, so we're hoping to get some extra stars on Storm so we can push higher. So that's cell 11, and that's it. That's all I can do here. Cell 12 was pretty much designed for the New Mutants, and I've tried several different combinations. I'll show you guys the Immortal X-Men. They absolutely just get shredded up here. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's a Cosmic Crucible Tower for a very reason. And of course, you need a Cosmic Crucible team. And the Exalted X-Men may have a fair shot on it once we get them upgraded. So I'm not worried. I'm not too worried here. The Storm Tower is coming back. I'm not going to bring up New Moons just because of the FOMO, or because, yeah, you know, you want to get all as much shards on her as possible. I feel like there's going to be some catch-up stuff on the shards for Storm. So right now, like I said, I'm gonna keep experimenting with things, but just so you guys are aware, this is kind of where my limitations are. This is kind of where I'm going to stop here for now. And I will let you guys know if I do come up with anything, but Xavier, Old Man Logan, and Nightcrawler and Fisto, like, yeah, this team is designed specifically for New Mutants, and there's no way I can get through that without them. So unfortunately, that's the way it goes, guys. Other than that, apologies about the late footage again. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Hopefully it helps somebody out. Other than that, happy Friday. Hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.